So welcome to today's class. We're going to take a predominantly chair-based practice, but there will be an opportunity to stand up towards the end and repeat a very similar sequence, yet standing up. So today's practice is inspired by the full moon. So the moon is going to be fullest here in the UK at about 11 a.m. tomorrow, but you feel the effects of the full moon really a couple of days either side of it. Some people are more notice the effects and others not so much. But if we look into the English language, even the phrase lunatic to describe madness takes its root from the Latin word luna, and it's believed that the phases of the moon can affect how we feel and our moods. And in the phase of a full moon, people can be a little bit feistier, a little bit more of that lunatic coming out. And I taught this for over a decade now, and I know a lot of people notice it in their animals, in their kids, in their profession. So today's practice is all about calming and balancing any energy that's come a little heightened in the moon. So it's nice and calming, fluid movement that corresponds with the water element. So if you're seated, if you're short like me, you can have your feet propped up on something or the feet just flat on the floor, and just sit sort of halfway in the chair so that you're not too eagerly perched on the edge, but equally you're not slumped back into it. It's just nice and comfortable in the middle of the chair. Hands rest palm down today. Palm down has a grounding effect on our energy. Allow the eyes to close. And explore in your posture how you can feel a sense of drawing upright without being too eager or too intense with it. So you want to have a softening, an ease, whilst having a presence. Drawing your chin parallel with the floor, the back of the neck is long. And as we sit here in Tadasana, the pose of the mountain, bring to mind the first mountain range that filters through your head. I always end up with the Himalayas. Bring to mind a mountain range, rising strongly up from its broad base to its high peak. Picturing the peak that is snow-covered, a snow-covered peak of a mountain, glistening. And the sky surrounding that mountain is the night sky, that navy blue. And see above in the sky the full moon, shimmering, resplendent, pearlesque moon. And it's shining down onto these snow-capped mountains, and they are reflecting it as they shimmer as if covered in diamonds. Allow that energy to calm, to cool you. Bringing the awareness to your breath, deepening your inhale, and lengthening your exhale. Inhaling in and down as if from the peak of the mountain to the base. Exhale up and out. Imagining that full moon above you. Inhale as if drawing in that full moon energy. And exhale as it soothes you. I'm going to take the R breath, which calms calms and settles the nervous system. Take a nice deep inhale and a soft sigh out with an R sound. And see if you can linger at the end of the R before you inhale, in a space of nothingness. Then inhaling. Linger in the spaciousness. Twice more in your own time. Letting a natural breath return. Flickering the eyes open so you feel comfortable with the movement, but close them again as soon as you can. Hands down. I'm going to inhale, fingertips on my knees, draw my chest forwards and up. Shoulder blades draw back, front of the neck softly opens. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding back, the back rounding to the chair. And let the hands stroke the legs as you do this. Inhale, stroking up. Exhale, stroking down. The idea of stroking oneself is weird to begin with, but actually feel it. It's quite soothing. And close the eyes as we continue. Seated cat-cow. Inhaling as you lift up. And exhaling as you draw back, soothing yourself with your movement. Twice more. And inhale, pausing back at center, a softly upright spine. Now think of the shape of the full moon, that glorious, perfect circle. And try and represent that in movement. Relax the right hand down, and almost as if your fingers are paintbrushes. Inhale, circle the arm around. And get a little bit of a side bend, so I'm actually going to reach out. Make a bigger circle, reach up, reach over to stretch the side body and circle down. Now, inhaling as you do the top half, exhaling round the bottom half twice more, making this beautiful circle shape, as if you're tracing the moon in front of you. And then rest that hand back down. Inhale, wavelength. Left hand down. Inhale, reach the left arm out, up, over. And exploring that movement in your own time. 4 more. Inhaling as you do the top half. Exhaling the bottom half. Tracing a glorious moon. The moon this month is called the flower moon, symbolic of all the beautiful spring flowers that are out at this time of year. Once more. Relax the hand back down. Now bring the awareness up into your neck, lowering your right ear down towards your right shoulder. Circling down, and we are going to do a full circle, but keep the back of the neck long and think of just opening up the front of the throat, so I haven't chucked my head backwards too far. Circling down, back and up, Again, like you're creating the shape of the full moon. Now if you find you get a little bit dizzy with this, keep your eyes fixed on one space. And you can start to bring more of the body in, like the body's following the movement. Or you can keep it isolated to just your neck. Once more around. Can make me a little dizzy, this. And then come back to stillness. If it's a little giddy, just give it a moment to settle. Other way, taking the left ear down to the left shoulder. Circle the chin to the chest. And drawing this gentle circle, keeping the back of the neck long, throat opening. And continuing to circle around. You can keep it small and isolated to your neck. And you can start to let the rest of the body follow the movement to some degree. Twice more. See, I think we did it a bit more than that on the other side, so let's do twice more now. Again, go slowly, fix the eyes if you go dizzy. Once more around. And back at center, letting that world settle into stillness. You can use both arms now. It's particularly good for your rotator cuffs. So you can bring both your arms and sweep them down to the right. Then inhale, I like to have my palms facing forwards. Swoop the arms up and round. Again, my whole body follows this. And I feel like I'm stroking the moon. That level of imagination really does something in the practice. Shifts the tone of the movement. I stroke the moon. Making this as big a whole body movement as you can. And really good for those rotator cuff muscles. And then let's go the other way. So shifting the arms over to the left. Palms face forwards as you stroke that full moon. Circle down, round. Breathing deeply with it. Once more around. And once the arms get up to the top, bring the hands straight down the center line now. Hands back onto the thighs. Take a breath. And drawing your right knee into the chest, hug the right knee in, lift the chest. Then bring the hands to the back of the right knee. Now I find this really hard. So with your right foot, it's like you've got a paintbrush in it. Paint a circle. I think I paint like a real wobbly kind of cookie circle. I don't know why I find this so hard. But paint a circle. So what you've got here is some strengthening in that right hip flexor area. A little bit of a stretch. And there's some core strength going on to keep you upright here. And some brain-body connection, proprioception stuff as we attempt to circle. Once more around. And then bending the knee out to the side, place that ankle on the thigh, reclining pigeon. Seated pigeon. Hold the foot, and again, here's another circle. Circle out through the ankle. Totally okay if you're in shoes. Circle out through your ankle. I notice my ankles get really crunchy. When the ankles get stuck and jammed, it can have a knock-on effect in your knees and even your hips. Take that ankle the other way. Once more around. Then pausing, lean forwards. The stretches into this right outer hip. Lean forwards as much or as little as you like. I like to rest my hands on my shins like I'm reading a book. You don't even have to come in that deep. A little bit of weight on that right elbow to help open the hip out. Holding this stretch for 3 more breaths. Inhale, rising back up. Taking this stretch into a spinal twist. So take this top leg and very ladylike and dainty, cross it tightly over the thigh. Like you need a toilet and there isn't one. Bring your left hand to that front knee. Draw yourself tall and rotate to look over the back shoulder. You can leave it right there, or you can use your hand to hold the chair behind you like a lever to get you a little bit more rotation. Relax the foot. I noticed I was holding mine tense. Good. Unspiraling yourself. Placing both feet flat down. So we take a forward fold. Slide the hands down the front of your shins. Relax your head and hang down. Inhale, rising back up. Then we're going to do your other side. So bring your left leg up, hands on the shin. Draw it up nice and tall to get a good stretch there. Then interlace the hands around the back of the thigh. And with that foot, paint circles. So I'm using the whole lower leg, not just my ankle. And I'm trying to make it smooth, circling around. Couple more. And the other way. Making as smooth a circle as you can. Strengthening the hip flexors here on the left. Engaging the abdominals. Once more. And then that reclining or seated pigeon, flex the foot. Place the right ankle up on the thigh. Left ankle, left ankle. Left ankle on thigh. And work the ankle. Circling the ankle around. Amazes me how much we neglect our joints, like our ankle joints. People think a lot more about the importance of stretching and strengthening their muscles. We rarely give enough love to the joints unless they're in pain. Circle the other way. And what happens in the joints affects that whole skeletal structure. So if the ankle's tight, it can affect your hamstrings, your knees, your hips. I get really tight in my ankles because I'm a stomper. Stomp about. Then pausing, leaning forward. You can have the hands on the shins or the elbows on the shins. Put a little bit of weight into that left arm to increase the hip opening stretch. Inhale, coming back up. Tightly cross that left leg over the right, so above the knees, nice and tight. Hug round with the right hand, spare hand to the chair or the top of the chair, and rotate around, wringing out your upper back, stimulating the digestive system. And inhale, coming back to center. Unravel the legs. I'm just going to move that block out of the way for this bit. Then you're going to take your feet wider apart. This doesn't look that elegant, but it brings a stretch in the inside of the thighs. You can sit forwards on the chair, that makes the stretch less intense, or you can sit more in the middle of the chair, which makes the stretch a little bit more intense in the inside of the thighs. Then you're going to reach your arms up, spread the fingers, bring the hands to touch. So this is a variation of star pose, like a star in the night sky. Then we also have a full moon pose. So you bring the arms out, bend at the elbows and make it soft. like you're holding the full moon. Inhale up into star. Exhale, hold the full moon. Inhale up into star. Exhale, hold the moon. Once more, inhale up into star. And exhale, hold the moon. I can certainly feel that stretch coming on the inside of my legs. Right elbow down to the thigh. Circle the left arm around. Again, like you are tracing the full moon. Circle that arm around. A nice stretch through that left side body once more. And let this one lift you up over to the other side. Arm comes across. Circle around. Twice more. Last one. And let this last one bring you up, arms out. Try and shoot the legs straight forward. It's nice if you're on the front of the chair. Shoot the legs out, arms out, lift the chest. 5-pointed star pose. Then exhale it all back together. So we have a sequence in yoga called Chandra, which is the Sanskrit word for moon. Chandra Namaskar. Namaskar is to bow, an offering. So this is our lunar salute, our bowing to the moon. Modified a little for the chair. Now inhale, reach your arms out and up. Bring your hands flat together. I interlace mine other than my index finger. And take a side bend over to the right. Gaze down. This is like your little new moon slither. Inhale, rise up. Take your legs out. Bend the elbows. Hold the full moon. Straighten through the legs, straighten through the arms. 5-pointed star. Then bend that right leg in. Left hand on the straight leg. Stretch up and over. This is a variation of Trikonasana. And we do all those poses on the other side. So inhale, come back up. Straighten the right leg. Bend the left. And fold over. Inhale, rising back up. Straighten both legs. 5-pointed star. Exhale, bend the knees. Hold the full moon. Bringing your legs together. Interlace the hands. And side bend over to the right. Inhale, rise back up. And exhale, hands to center. Other side, inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Inhale, rise up. Step your legs out wide, arms bend, hold the full moon. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs, 5-pointed star. Bend that left leg, right hand down the straight leg, variation of triangle, Trikonasana. All on the other side, bend the right leg, straighten the left, up and over. Inhale, rising up, straighten both legs and the arms, 5-pointed star. Exhale, goddess squat, holding the moon. And bring the feet together, interlace the fingers, side bend over to the left. Inhale, back up. And hands to the heart. Hands to the thighs. So we can do that once more each side. And what's really important with Chandra Namaskar is this slow breath and movement connection, like a meditation. So don't worry so much about the movements themselves, but connect breath and movement. Inhale, arms up, interlace the fingers. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, open arms and legs, full moon pose. Inhale, straighten arms and legs, star. Exhale, bend the right leg, left hand on the left leg, triangle. Inhale, rise up. Swapping legs, slide down the right leg, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, straight arms, straight legs, star. Inhale, full moon goddess. Exhale, feet together, side bending, right. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Once more, even close the eyes if you can. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, side bend, left. Inhale, up. Open legs and arms, squat, hold the moon. Straighten arms, straighten legs, 5-pointed star. Bend the left leg, right hand down the right, Trikonasana. Inhale up. Exhale down the left. Inhale up. Star, straight arms, straight legs. Exhale, squat and hold the moon. Bring the legs together, straighten the arms. Side bend over to the left. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, the hands to your heart. Hands to the thighs. So that was Chandra Namaskar, the lunar salute. But we also have the moon breath, a moon piercing breath, said to calm your mind, but also very good at stimulating the right hand hemisphere of the brain. So good if you want to come into creative tasks. I'm going to come a little closer so you can see this. I'm not mirroring you though. So finding your right hand, bring your thumb and your index finger together like a little crab pincer. Bring that to the top of your nose, 2 fingers on the forehead. Slide it down till you're lightly pinching off the nostrils. Now release that ring finger, the 4th finger. That should release your left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Release your thumb and exhale through both nostrils. And that's it. Thumb back down. Inhale left. Exhale both. Inhale left. Exhale both. Take 4 more breaths in your own rhythm. When you next finish exhaling, relax the hands down. Let a natural breath return. And take a moment to notice the effects of a class designed to balance the energy of this full moon. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. Thank you for your practice. Namaste.